Mamma, I secretary, and now Asamba could that's why you have a Bawku to Quantokwa. Uti former president and our president, or a campaign some more kind on Bawku. You see, as I'm taking a chassis and your fan Kusasis and the man process. So Bawku and Rua, it will affect the global, the entire country. The name Ghana, no, a best sending back signal, a be affected, you know, my brain. What do you think, sir? Do we need to do politics of?
See, a ton Libya na presidents. Me and you need free Bawku in sense. It sounds as a some more kind of brand no position. That's what Koto said. No, because I said they see now. One man Crawford acts near maybe as a maybe a bar. Ye near bar as some drill. Then now the cancer, I've bang and now the cancer. Is it benefiting from the war? Not is Bawku. Now, Moko Kajan Musa Mase, you could do Pempenswa, not Utum for Nanya. Bawku and Ghana know yet. Because see better fracture. Madame Fubi in Australia. Of friends are Quabra into Quabella is Ghana. Rams in Toka. Ghana didn't was that. Me call yeah. Let's so any sky to me. Yeah, I'm so a Bawku.
Ghana,
and the Ghana,
okay.
But in their minds, no. What they are saying, no, they are saying that we are Sudan, no, okay. Ebia they see Ghana.
I see.
Enti Ghana ni bia mpaibo se Bawku bedwo. Ba mesre amanyofo na Bawku no ya no mo sresre no. Omunya emu. No tumfo ntumi nye na adwuma. Esan say Bawku nsem ye nkola. Yina niete.
Nye nene shase.
Enye nene shase. Enye nene shase. Ubenyo bia kwa kujabu. Oh, Dr. Bawunya kwa. What do you mean? Bawku. Enti papa no ko kan say NDC wa ba mu a na Bawku dwuno. O ma Bawku njo. Yo kan say NDC wa ba mu a na Bawku dwuno. Sa papa no. Ye mamo 1 week. Sa Bawku andro a e ba busa. Yes. Ko na oni mi abet mi ayama Bawku andro. Because me taking this matter video too for no. Because na menti ase. Because papa no on the president no. O se bribia NDC wa ba mu no Bawku dwo. Yes. Inde ne wa ba mu.
Ti manenyo.
What? Why do you have to give it to somebody? Ono afraid ono mremu asa Bawku.
I understand.
Ono ni entia obeya Bawku bedwo. So he's the one that we should call. Me Ghana ha na ya nsem bebre no na de nan baby ese ya de to no ye mfa nto ho na ya de hihye baby. Oni padaka ama Ghana fo nyina ate se. NDC before the ye wa ba mu Bawku dwo. NPP no do mu aba mu a na Bawku ye nyame nchaade ye to aba no so no NDC aba mu 5 months ni ana beboa Bawku dare no council ni me obey Bawku bedwo no o so te ho Chief Justice Chief Justice there otunu tro letter si ye nadi na otunu tro letter enko Bawku nka nche Bawku se Bawku dwo de no dia so nti o ka se NDC aba mu Bawku to medwo no na ye mfere ma ne mekire yen e ma Bawku ndwo yes, you don't know. Yeah, some of that. Call something ahifie.
Okay.
It's simple, but two for the same of that. I am papa. Wajetum or started at 28. Yeah, bomb pie. So by 1st, 2nd up to the 15th of this month, no, you be who bribi. Not Bawku to me. Yes, let me bo mo Bawku say. There's nothing that one gains out of war. Yes. In 21st century, it's about dialogue. It's about jaw. Because I guess development and you tell me be about me if you walk back and that's a big pass. Baby out bright in the corner where you are. Meaning say you probably got Bawku ayeskafo our onu kumase.
Okay.
One arm Bawku and draw one papa no de one beko. Never come.
All right. Kobe Media constituency secretary Adenta NPP. Alani Fraser is coming from that enclave, so he might give us more into that subject matter. Bawku, now Otumfuo has started the mediation.
Yes.
What do you expect from that?
I expect positive results.
Okay.
But like what Secretary just said, you see, Mama and his NDC have politicized Bawku issues too much. So much to the extent that, look, everybody living in Bawku or outside Bawku knows very well that Bawku matter is a pure chieftaincy matter.
Yes. Not political.
It's not political. But if you are coming there to do your politics, do your normal politics and go. But you don't come there, inside the people, tell them that this is not a chieftaincy matter. It is NPP matter. Anytime NPP is in power, Bawku is in crisis. So vote for me. When I become the president, Bawku, there won't be any problem again. I'll use 1 week to solve the problem. There's a video to that effect.
That was the statement prior to the 2024 campaign.
2024 election.
Okay.
Both the parliamentary candidate Ayaraga, now the leader,
the majority leader.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the president of the republic, then flag bearer. So you cite the youth, their psyche, that this is NPP problem. So let's vote NPP out and vote NDC to come and take over, so that they'll be able to solve the issue. When you know very well that Nanado has handed over the issue to Ashanti, because Nanado knows very well that it's a pure chieftaincy issue. So let's give it to the institutions who are mandated to handle chieftaincy issues for them to handle it.
Yes.
But you came and said no, it is pure politics. Ghanaians voted for you, including the good people of Bawku. Give you the MP, vote for you as a president. It got under your watch. Previously, when they were doing when the conflict was happening in Bawku, they have never attacked any security in Bawku. Never.
Over the years.
Over the years.
Okay.
But under Mahama, a police woman was shot and killed. Two police personnel were shot and killed. A militaries were shot and killed, including immigration officer.
Someone that promised to resolve the issue.
Yes, because the youth feel that, the NDC youth feel that, look, our party is in power.
Of course.
Our government is in power. We can do anything and nothing will happen as far as NDC is concerned. And that's exactly what is happening in Bawku. And you came to Bawku, visit the one faction that majority of them are NDC.
Oh, okay.
Because when you go to Bawku, 90% of the Kusasis living in Bawku are NDC.
90%?
90%. They will vote for NDC no matter what.
Okay.
And 90% of non-policies living in Bawku, they are NPP.
Wow.
So you came to Bawku and went to the NDC faction.
Without going to the other side?
Without going to the other faction. And promise them that, oh, for you, they should vote for you. You will do ABC for them. They voted for you. You didn't go to the other faction. When you won power, you decided to visit Bawku first. Immediately they sworn in. He visited Bawku and went to the same faction.
Wow.
The NDC faction, and ignored the NPP faction. When you know very well that these are the two people that are fighting. And after that visit, he went to the Nairi, the overlord of the Mampusis. It was there that the overlord told him that, look, this issue, Nanado has handed over the issue to Ashanti.
Okay.
So if you want peace, continue with that process.
Wow.
And he said, well, if that is the case, he will go and talk to the Ashanti to continue the process. Mediation.
Okay.
So that's exactly what happened. And today, we are waiting for the Ashanti to finish the mediation and come out with the report or the one who owned Bawku.
Okay.
But for me personally, as a citizen of Bawku, I don't belong to NPP, Mampusi or Kusasi.
Okay.
I'm a Mosi by tribe.
Okay. Mosi by tribe.
Yes.
Okay.
But because anybody who is an NPP in Bawku, they perceive you to be what? A sympathizer of a Mampusi. So because of the promise that they were promising their youth, the way they were citing them, they came and attacked me. God being so good, I was not home, my wife was not there. They burned the whole house. So it means if I was there, it would have been something else. So you see how NDC can go far.
This very bad. The youth. Let me know this. The youth that they promised that when they come to power they'll resolve the matter. So after realizing that after 4 months in the office that they've not seen anything yet and the issue is still pending, what are they saying?
That's exactly what you are saying. When the IGP visited Bawku, they shot the IGP car.
Yeah. The IGP himself.
The IGP himself. The one Mama appointed and handed over the nation, the state security to him. The youth of Bawku, the youth of NDC, shot his car. That was where he made a promise to them that they shouldn't worry. When it's time for recruitment, they will recruit them into the Ghana police.
Was that necessary?
2 factions are fighting. And you went to one faction and promised them of recruiting them to the Ghana police.
What do you think will happen?
So what signal are you sending out there? So assuming if tomorrow NPP won power and also decide that they have factions, the main policies, they are going to recruit them into the military, what will happen?
War.
It will be war.
Yes.
So that's NDC for you. So NDC, I am urging Ghanaians, look, they should watch them very carefully. I don't see the difference between NDC and CPP. That is how I see them. From Nkrumah, they keep on changing their colors, but they are the same. From Nkrumah to Rawlings regime, that Buga regime to democratic regime, up to now. Because if 2 people are fighting over this phone belongs to me. I bought it. I have the receipt that shows that I own the phone. And you are also claiming ownership of the phone. And you are the court. If you come to you, definitely when you call the 2 factions, you get to know
the truth.
Who owned the phone.
Yeah.
To do what? To do the receipt and the certain things.
Yeah.
So Bawku is not founded just 20 or 50 or 100 years ago. There are institutions in Bawku that you can use to determine who owned Bawku.
Yes.
To me, I see it to be even if they handle Bawku to you.
You can handle. I can handle.
You can handle it. I'm saying this because look, they cannot be town without market, of course. And they cannot be market without somebody giving the land for the market to be constructed.
Yeah.
So find out Bawku market. How old is Bawku market?
Who gave out the land?
Who gave out the land?
Who constructed it?
Absolutely. There are institutions like banks in Bawku who are more than 70, 80 years. Hospitals, fire service, VRA and the rest. Including cemetery, where even at the end of your life, if you die, they'll go and bury you.
Yeah.
Who gave the land for the cemetery? These are the basic causes that anybody who is doing mediation in Bawku should be asking. Yes. And aside these 2 factions, the Mampusis and the Kusasis who are claiming ownership, there are other tribes, the Bushanga people, the Mosi people, the Hausas, the Zabarmes and the rest. You can't come to somebody's town and you don't go to chief.
Yes.
Right?
Pay a courtesy call.
Absolutely. For the person to give you land for farming or a place to build your house, find us from them. Do your facts finding from them. When you visited Bawku, when your grandfather or your great-grandfather came to Bawku, he came and met who? Who gave him the land? This farm that you are farming, who gave him the land to be farming? Or this house, have they sold the land to you, or they've given the land free to your father or your grandfather? So these are basic questions to me that every citizen of Bawku, whether a youth, if somebody is fooling you, NDC or NPP, and say, go out there and fight, you should be asking yourself. If you are telling me to go out and fight because I am NDC, you are looking for vote, the place belongs to me. These are basic questions I should be asking myself. Because when you go to Bawku has been, I don't know how to describe it. Bawku was a very serious business town, like Secretary was saying, because we have two borders, Burkina and Togo.
Very serious.
It is only Bawku that you can go. Somebody will get up in the morning with bicycle, less than 15 minutes, he's in Togo. Buy his goods, come, do his business. By 1, 2 o'clock, he's done.
Yes.
He get the profit that can sustain him for 2 weeks.
Yes. He doesn't need to come to Kumasi.
Yes. But today, everything has been shut down. Banks have been closed. Schools has been closed. Everything is not working in Bawku. Simply because NDC have decided that they are going to capitalize on Bawku issue and win their vote. Because every time this vote, let me give you something. You know, in media, people were speculating, oh, that Bawumia had 0-0 in Bawku. Mama also had 0-0 in Bawku.
Yes.
And that 0-0 started with NDC and Mama.
Okay.
Because there's a stronghold of NDC and there's a stronghold of NPP. And the NDC stronghold, they have their strategy. They don't come to the police station early.
Okay.
They advise their people, don't come early. Start coming to the police station around after 3. So the voting will take place there up to midnight. So that if there's any kululu, they can do it in the night. So the stronghold of NPP, when they started voting and finished voting early and started counting, and they realized that John Dramani Mahama was gotten 0-0 in NPP stronghold.
Then they started doing their things.
They quickly mobilized their macho men and their boys to go to their stronghold and threaten people with gunpoint. EC officials, NPP, this police agents. So if Bawumia, assuming if Bawumia get 50, is their stronghold, and Mama got 70, they will count the Bawumia 50 and add to Mama 1 and record 0, and you must sign
by force.
That's Binduri questions.
Yeah, Binduri.
Our deputy national coordinator was shot and killed because he was wearing Bawumia's t-shirt. Wow. They murdered him, the NDC guys. There's a national security guy, one guy that was appointed as a national security guy who was at the border in Pusga. They went and shot him and killed. We called him Kufuor. I'm telling you, because of NPP. So this is how NDC can go far and grabbing power.
Let's hope for the best from Otun Force Mediation.
Yes.
Secretary, NDC are promising to the extent and looking at what a large phase are. Do you think maybe Omodo Mayikui, Nensembi Omoduman on Wakika? I'm a moment to be.
Koguna says something like I'm going to see if you're not. As a member that question that you who remember the you catch the Ghana for say NDC has nothing good for this country. NDC as a party. I'm not saying it's a young Papa Mahama and not so. You would have moved on. Do I not say no ya branty from 2012 to 2016? And let me be a so. And you say a bano, a drenimu, a hunamu, the pedrium, you know, with Jay Sumpono. Abysmally performed. Now, I mean, move and chemi, many something for because me here do. But no matter what it is, you know, and they any stress, any near but young Papa Mahama has nothing to do. He's just going to play on the emotion keyboard of Ghanaians. And at the end of the day, no, about fete sa. Mon fansa baby ah. Yen fansa baby ah. Oh, who kwa? No me diashim. Hwenya start. Ya bae pata containers ene akwisi sen e ho asema den ebu yantibio cocaine pata yanchino yenjano hwete sam egu he den for the first time, a sitting MP accused the Attorney General of your conform.
Yes.
For the first time, a sitting MP.
Yeah.
Me and Madam for A+.
Gumwa Central.
Yes.
Independent MP.
Why accuse the sitting Attorney General so you conform? Attorney General Kasa. Mahama Kasa.
Say Yankwache no Zungu.
Yankwache no.
NPP.
Yes. And by this time, I was said, Mahama, I then.
Akwache.
When you come to Konya with Tamale. When you come to Konya with Tamale. Papa me say, NDC be messy or me na you hold the next 6 months by December.